Good. Is this a t-shirt?
Oh, it looked like a formal suit. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you doing?
Good, bro.
Sorry, I feel like I ruined that conversation.
Oh, I was just talking to Ariane about the comp and the last weekend. I didn't know so many people pulled out.
Yeah. Who knows what the fuck was going to happen, right?
Yeah, right.
It was still a good comp. There was still a good amount of lifters.
Yeah.
And the quality of the thing was very good too, which is...
It looked like...
Were you planning to do that comp? Or...
Who, me?
Yeah.
No. I just rehabbed my hamstring, so I couldn't.
A funny meme this morning of I can't remember, was it Bally Motivation? I was going to send to you.
Who?
To Arian, I'm not talking to you. It was like one. I'm going to find it, and then I'm going to have to send it to Arian now. I'll find it, and it was just about because he passed out yesterday. I was like, "Fuck, that's pretty bad." Awesome, but please.
There was no blood, so Madge was happy.
Yeah. Fuck. How are you feeling, Brendan?
Good, bro. Yeah, body feels good. I had massage and recovery science yesterday. That was pretty damn good.
I'm always really curious around like people's physical responses to hot and cold treatment and that sort of like extra recovery. So you went yesterday.
Yep.
Right. What was your sleep score last night?
I actually slept pretty poor last night for other reasons, but I'm gonna we'll just say it was good.
Okay. I always find that after, not as much with cryo. Like cryo, I get really euphoric. But hot and cold treatment. When I say cryo, the way I do cryo is I jump in for 3 minutes. I jump on the treadmill for 3 minutes. No, jump in the cryo for 3 minutes. Jump on the treadmill for 10 minutes, just to obviously just get a little sweat going, and then jump back in the cryo, and then jump back on the treadmill. Right.
Yep.
But I think because of I don't know. Obviously, there's maybe because of the difference in body temperature, but like straight after a hot and cold, man, I am zapped and starving and dehydrated, which I guess the dehydration makes sense because of the hot tub. But yeah, interesting. And I always had like the most ridiculous naps after it.
I'm a bit the same. Like I was very, I guess the best word to use is drained. I was just like, whoa. And then I had a really good feed, but then I had to come back to work.
Yeah.
So otherwise I would have just napped.
You would have napped, yeah.
And I think that's like, if I do get a recovery science, I always try and nap after. And that's when I usually get a pretty good sleep, but.
Okay, interesting. I think the next time that I do it, I'm really conscious of rush fluids that are really sort of made straight after. That'll be really interesting.
I think that was another thing. Like I wasn't really too good with my fluid intake yesterday.
Okay. Where is your food at the moment?
5.2 a day.
Okay. But are you getting 5.2 a day?
This week, no, just because DELOAD, I've probably been eating around that 4.5 to 5. I usually drop a little bit, not weight, but I usually drop a little bit of calories in DELOAD week just because the training intensity is not there. I find I'm not as hungry. And it's just a nice little break for my digestive system.
What day are we going to squat next week?
Wednesday.
Can we start eating up, say, at least by like...
Oh, yeah. All the food goes back up to normal as of tomorrow. Weight's maintaining at 107 this week, which is what I expected.
Yeah. Let's just go through your deadlifts real quick.
I'll pull them up.
What was the weight of these again?
207. No, 202.
I like the progression that you've made with your position. The fact that it's just becoming less and less
shit.
Like looking root from the fall. I like it as we're getting in position and we're putting ourselves in a position to use everything now.
Yeah, right.
Because we are getting so much better at squatting, and because look at these little pins, man. You go to bigger legs as Lily to the right. You're beginning to use those to your advantage. All right, cool. I don't need to see more of that.
That was really mean.
Why? What was mean?
You said my legs are small.
No, I said your legs were bigger, and just Lily's are huge.
She is now not my handler. Look at
that. Your move, Kimosabi.
Well then, I see how the tables have turned.
How's your sleep been this week?
My who?
Your sleep.
It's been all right. Averaging at 81, which is like that's on the lower end for me, but I think it could be better. What are you drinking?
Water and no sugar.
Why no sugar cordial?
Because, it's a way I can hit a lot of water without drinking just plain water.
I love plain water.
No, yeah, but when if I have this, like, I enjoy smashing like sugar-free cordial. Just makes it easier. Right?
Yeah, right. I mean, each to their own.
Where was I? I was
sleep.
78. You said
81.
81. I'm sorry. Fucking hell. That's so good.
What's your average sleep score in a week?
This week, not being good this week.
Yeah, right. One thing I did before we move on is I jumped on the Goliath bar this week. It's a very different bar. I find it's very like it moves a lot.
What do you mean? Like whips a lot?
Yeah, or like because the bearings are so loose compared to like a sports craft.
70.
70.
That's really good. That's actually good. I don't remember the last time I used a Goliath bar. Did we use a Goliath bar at Big Dogs?
I think you did. You did.
Well, I didn't pull very well, so yeah.
Squatting. But no, that's actually why I think you squatted that 1,000 pounds real shit house.
Nah, I was cooked. And I was hurt, and I just mentally, I was checked out.
Yeah. Okay. I just find that, like, I don't know if Ariane or Ben, if you've got any like insight, but I just find that because the bearing is so loose, it just rolls and rolls and rolls. Because I was getting like mad fucking. I could feel it through my left shoulder where I got that labral tear this week.
Squatting or deadlifting? I've been thinking deadlifting.
No, squatting.
Yeah, the Goliath bar moves.
Yeah.
And then the heavier you get, the more it actually takes to settle.
Yeah.
That's 100%. Yes.
Yeah, no. At Big Dogs, you use the Texas deadlift bar.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but like your squat at Big Dogs where you squatted at 1,000, real like slow like.
Yeah.
Because it just moves at the bottom.
It was but those other reasons were the reason why
yeah.
What how tight is Lily wrapping you here?
Not very. It was a pretty useless wrap. Don't let it. If you're watching this, Lily, I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
But obviously see like it separates a little bit, but
yeah.
Sorry.
6 to 7 sort of like if I was asking a number, I'd be like, listen, let's just go to a 6 to 7 sort of tightness. We'll just roll the legs over right now. We just sort of not go through the motions, but just do our job.
Yeah.
These squats looking so much better.
Oh my God, I was just looking at that too. Look at it. Let's just all watch it again.
How's your hip feeling?
Really good.
Yeah.
Probably the best my hips felt. I've compressed, I guess, the stuff that Paul gave me, because I did find it a little bit fatiguing when I'm hitting those bigger sessions. That my glutes and my hips were just a bit tired. So I've just compressed it a little bit, added in a B-Sense RDL for some lateral hip stability, and I'm finding there is no issues in my hips at all.
Shoulder?
On this Goliath bar, this squat bar, I felt it because of just the movement. So that's why I'm glad we've got one and I can get accustomed to it a bit before the day. Because I literally felt it through my front left delt.
Interesting. Well, the good thing is that we're all on a level playing field. We're going to use that same bar.
Yeah. One thing, the reason why, like, if we watch there, like, if I just rewind that, it's as I breathed in, I realized like my traps elevated, and then as I pulled it down, I felt the weight of the bar in it, like in its full, whatever it was. Whereas before on a sportscraft, I wouldn't get that, but I cleaned it up on the second and third set, just by not breathing into my upper back or like elevating my traps as I do it. Being more conscious of breathing in my rib cage.
Part of the reason why I try to breathe first.
Yeah, I'm trying to get in that habit. I'm still not there yet.
That's okay. It's going to take a bit of time. It's the same thing with the bench press as well.
But that's revolutionized the way I fucking bench.
The rest of your accessory work is all good. There's no issues?
No.
All right, good. All right. Have you got the benches?
Yep. Is that 4 or 5 reps? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm good.
Cool. Shoulder was okay after that?
Yeah, shoulder was fine. I definitely felt like watching it, I'm like, oh, they look good. At the time, this was straight after the day I deadlifted, I was like, holy fatigue. But they felt fine. I always, for those watching, go flat foot in deload week just to save my hips a little bit more as well. Play it again.
Okay, cool.
It's a really good angle of my box.
Yeah, I was going to say, you could have at least wore a sock.
I should have. It looks completely flat.
It is completely flat. But
that's, wow. You can't say that in 2021.
You can say what I want, but okay.
This is why this episode will be taken down.
Yeah. This was after deadlifts, right?
Yeah. So Tuesday morning, deadlifted Monday afternoon or Monday midday.
Okay. No problem. All right, cool. Good deal. Good. I think we're on the right track, but Tuesday we're going to squat, you said?
Wednesday. Ariane. Yeah, so I'll bench heavy Monday. I think we said 135. Where we got triples?
I'm just looking at the sheet.
Yeah, I was actually just about to pull it up.
You pull up the sheet then?
What's my name? There it is. Sorry, it's just taking a second. And here we go. Fuck me. I'm useless with this. I love that people are going to watch this and they're just going to see me looking like a retard for about 3 minutes. So I'll do the deadlift session today.
Your deload session. Or the heavy lift.
No. We did that Monday. Cool. And got this one today, which will be 162.
Cool. Let's go. Can you just roll up to your squats for me? And we did a 5 at 220, didn't we?
Yeah. And pretty easy. The conversation last week was between 230, 235.
Yeah. So let's go. Let's go 4x3 at 235. And then whereabouts you? Oh, there's your bench there. 130, 135.
I think the conversation last week was now we go benching first.
Yeah. So let's so long as your shoulders are okay. There's a lot of benching there. So let's go 5x3 at 135.
Are we adding in slingshot again?
Yeah. So then like 2 sets. 2 sets. How many weeks out are we now?
We'll be 6 weeks out next week.
Okay, so 2 sets are just like
2,
3 or 4, somewhere there. And just go like 142, 145. Cool. Just hold on. Can we do also 2 sets of 2 sets at 8?
Of more benching? I hate you.
You don't. You'll thank me when you bench 160 plus. 120, 125. You can do that for 8, yeah?
Yep.
You have to straight for 120. What a little bitch. All right. And
then 5 triples at 135. Do you know how much of a PR that is?
It's a big PR, but so what? You're clinging to the past, Brandon.
Happy?
Yes.
I hate you.
You don't.
I don't. I love you so much.
And then just the rest is normal.
Yep.
Can we just so have you not been able to bench at your extra bench day?
Didn't get it in last week due to other reasons.
Yeah.
And I was going to do some mid-group bench today after my deadlift.
Okay. Don't worry about that. You don't have to follow that. So then deadlifts, let's go. Let's go 3x3 at 215. And then we just follow the progression of the other number.
Easy.
Is any of that intimidating to you?
I wouldn't say intimidating, but I guess the one that I feel I'm anticipating most of the squats.
You're anticipating why?
Because it's a fucking huge PR and I'm like excited.
Oh, is it?
It's a massive PR.
Where's your what was your best triple in reps?
Fuck, like 227?
07?
No, 227.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You'll smash that.
Yeah, I know.
And you're gonna go up probably the next week as well.
100%.
Yeah. Cool. So and as far as reps go, like let's give it a little bit of a kick now. So tell Lily to, this needs to be like an 8 or a 9 rep now.
Cool. Lily, if you're watching, 8 or 9.
8 or 9. You leave a little something in the tank. What about the deadlifts? The deadlifts, I'm conscious that we're like, because we cooked ourselves a little bit, a fraction too much. I'm still just holding you a little back.
Yeah, I'm not. That doesn't intimidate me. I know I can do that. I know why things haven't, I guess, moved the way we wanted or expected.
Yeah.
But I also know that I can be a lot better with my nutrition leading into deadlift day, which is going to impact it greatly.
We also need to be considerate of the fact that our squat is continually going up and up and up and up, and it's almost really linear in a way, right? Progression is very anticipatory, right? Somewhere there needs to be a drop off on something, so that may mean that we instead of the normal jumps that we would normally take in a deadlift, it would be smarter to just pull back, and 100%. We would get the same training effect and recover to go to week for week. So we need to be considerate of that. So like the expectation then it would be in the following weeks, like 240, 242, 245, 140, and then 225, 227, which I don't think. Did you double the last time?
Deadlift?
Yeah.
I'll tell you in just a second. Let me pull this up. Nope. So what are we looking for? My best double in the last prep?
Yeah. It should be around that. I reckon that 240, 250 mark.
250. Yeah. I missed the 257 double. Yeah, so 250 was my best double in the last prep. And yeah.
That's obviously that's the next sort of, that's the expectations for the next 2 weeks, somewhere in that sort of region. It could be a little more, could be a little less. It's just going to be really dependent on speed.
And I've always been confident with my deadlift, and I think I've got a lot of confidence out of my deadlift since that last prep. So I'm not concerned that we are holding it back. I think I prefer that, so I can, I guess, really ingrain that position that we have spoken about for so long.
You'll find that a lot of the times you actually can progress a lot more on the high intensity percentages, so the heavier percentages, and get a better training effect by holding back that deadlift and that push with the deadlift for longer, because the squat is obviously going up so much. So, if our body continues to go in the right way, we might find ourselves jumping fairly significant jumps. So just also be aware of that.
Yep.
Cool.
Done.
How's your working week? Busy?
They're busy, but I'm implementing, or we've spoken about those changes. Yeah. I just realized I nearly outed that on the podcast, and I should probably announce it to the team first. But I will be changing things up to give myself more time back and really pursue what I want to do as well.
Yeah, cool. So you've had a busy week. You've had a little low on the sleep score, so just be conscious of that. We need to be honing in on our application of the of our control variables, particularly over the next couple of days, because it's 6 weeks out. It's pretty critical. The reality is we only have probably three or four heavy sectors left.
100%.
Okay.
It's go time.
Any questions, any queries, things that are bothering you? Things that are bothering you that you haven't told me about?
Told you everything.
You had a torn labrum the last prep and you didn't say anything.
Oh, right. We're talking about that. I thought you meant like the recent life developments. I'm like, I talk to you every day.
I realized that, but I was specifically talking about your body.
I'll send you a nude later and you can tell me.
I have too many. Okay.
I love how you didn't say no, though. You said okay. Like, I have too many. One more will always do.
Okay.
Yes, I will send you one too, Ariane, for research. That's amazing.
Cool.
I am very cool. What did you say, sorry?
Any concerns?
No, I've next Wednesday, I should probably let you know, actually. I've got to go to a client's funeral, a client's dad's funeral in the morning. But I've taken the morning off and sorry?
One other client?
I think you met him last year, Corey.
Okay.
Yeah, really sad story. But I'll be going to that and then I'll be coming into squat, so I'll be high on emotions.
Okay.
Do you watch WandaVision on Disney?
You're stupid.
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Okay.
That was really rude.
I give that about an hour.
Yeah, I was going to message you straight after this.
Why?
What, WandaVision?
Yeah.
It's a really good TV show. It's Marvel, and I cried last night watching the season finale. Excuse me, would you say that's a Stenzel?
Yes.
Oh. Stenzel and I get really, like, we bond because there's so many things we cry in.
Really?
He cries in TV ads. I'm not that bad.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait, what TV ads? Because
okay, so like the Telstra. I shouldn't be outing this. Sorry, Stenzel, but the Telstra TV ads where like the grandparents get like the new technology to connect with their grandkids.
Okay, I don't watch TV, so this like...
Yeah, I mean, I don't watch much TV, but like they play it in the cinemas. But I guess you guys haven't been there in ages. But anyways, point is, he gets me.
Okay.
Hi, friends.
Both need a knuckle sandwich, I think. Arian, do you cry at TV commercials?
I don't cry at TV commercials, but I do cry. Nope. Fuck you, Ariane.
Yeah, and Aaron pulls 300. What?
I just don't cry. Does the trend not allow you to feel feelings?
Well, that's why we'll get pulled down.
Ariane loved it. No, what? We said way worse in this podcast.
Yeah.
Not podcast, video series, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
Can't hear you in the 300 times 3. Excuse me while I go hang myself off a mono.
Whoa.
Too far?
Too far.
I love you too, Ariane. You owe me a nude though.
Arian's doing August, right?
Done. Yes. What comp in August? Ariane, just fucking unmute yourself.
Yeah, that's true. I'm doing whatever the winter thing is.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, make sure there's a Goliath bar in that mono. Which mono?
When you said you were going to hang yourself, I said make sure there's a Goliath bar in there.
You won't be able to because there'll be too much whip.
You're now fired as a client, Ben. All right. Any questions before we jump off? Yeah, I didn't really expect it.
Cool.
You're cool.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes.
All right. Peace.
Peace, team. Thanks for joining.
See you guys.
Bye, Ariane.
See ya.
Bye, Ben.